So the Las Vegas Raiders went out and made a move yesterday. They went out and signed veteran linebacker Devin White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They reunite Devin White with his former general manager and John Spytek. Obviously also has a bit of ties to our new minority owner, Tom Brady. But today, I just wanted to focus on the good and the bad of what Devin White brings to the Raiders and what he shows on film. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the tape. Here as the weak side linebacker, you're going to see how he has great instincts as a linebacker, and just watch how quickly he sees this play develop and how fast he's able to get into the backfield and bring down the running back. Here we got the Tennessee Titans backed up, and I just like how he handles this play. We can see the pulling guard, and he's ultimately the one that's supposed to pick up Devin White, but he's able to shed this block, and he's able to get inside the backfield and completely stuff the run and nearly get a safety. Just a great play right here. Here on this rep, he's going to read this play, able to stay disciplined in his run fits, and when the running back tries a cut to the backside, he is right there to come down with the run stop and make another good tackle. Here we get a play action pass, and he's able to quickly recognize this play, and he reads this perfectly, picking up the tight end in coverage for a minimal gain right here. Another thing that Devin White brings to the table is his speed. He's a former track star in high school, used to play running back at some point, and he ran a 4.4 coming into the 2019 NFL Combine. But another thing that he brings to the table is how aggressive he is as a player slash tackler in general. Here we're going to see Kirko is going to try to scramble right here, and Devin White is able to close in on this immediately and brings a strong physical tackle while also, having it be 100% clean and legal hit right here. And I definitely think he could be a solid quarterback spy type of player we can use on occasion. Here we got another example of good instincts. He's able to read this play. Immediately he's able to pick up the tight end on the motion, and he brings him down immediately right here. Now, one thing you're also going to get from Devin White is his upside as a pass rusher, to be able to get after the quarterback. And really one of his best attributes, like we can see on this rep, is his speed and him being a legit threat to bring pressure on a quarterback at any given notice. And on this rep, nobody's going to pick him up on this blitz, and he's immediately able to bring down CJ Stroud for a sack. Here we got him close to the line of scrimmage. We got a play action pass from Tennessee, and right here he is able to beat their right tackle with his speed off the edge, and once again is immediately able to bring down the quarterback, and he brings him down hard as well. Great stuff. Here on third down, he's going to come down with a blitz again, and this time the Dallas running back is able to pick him up, but he's able to spin out of this block, and then he's able to get into the backfield, and just look how he tosses down Dak Prescott like a rag doll right here. Great stuff. Now, when it comes to against coverage though, here we're going to see on third down, we're going to see him against pass coverage, and really as a linebacker, this is not his strength. Here we got a cover 3 zone, and he's just not quick enough to guard the sideline on this out route, and this results in a big gain right here. And on this rep, he just gives up way too much space to the tight end in the open field, which makes this an easy pitch and catch for 10 yards. And right here, he is going to get fooled on this fake screen pass. They're going to sell the screen pass to Derrick Henry. And you can see right here, that's what he anticipates. He bites on this, which allows the tight end to get open across the middle. So he definitely is an aggressive player, and sometimes that can hurt him, like we see on this play. Now, when it comes to him covering running backs, I mean, for the most part, he can be okay, especially on situations like this, on check down routes. He can be pretty solid with his coverage just due to the speed, the instincts, and the hard hitting ability that he shows. And he displays that perfectly on this rep right here, immediately bringing down Alvin Kamara. But against more speedier running backs inside the red zone, especially if he's going to get matched up in man-to-man coverage, he can struggle like we see on this rep. He gets matched up against Kenyon Drake, and he's just unable to guard this. He is unable to beat him on the edge, and he gives up a touchdown right here. But here on 3rd and long, he is going to show blitz pre-snap at the line of scrimmage, and then post-snap drops back into coverage, and it looks like he's able to fool Trevor Lawrence because he just does not see him. He probably anticipated that he was blitzing, thought that he had an open man, and he reads this play perfectly and has good hands right here coming down with the interception. So overall, Raider Nation, when you're talking about linebacker Devin White, I like a lot of things he brings to the table, and overall, I really like this signing. He's only 27 years of age, and at this point, I mean, he's not really an over-the-hill type of player, and ultimately, this is a one-year prove-it deal. To me, this is a low-risk, high-reward type of signing for the Las Vegas Raiders, and at this point, I mean, Devin White, he's not a three-down linebacker since he can be a liability in pass coverage, but the athleticism and the aggressiveness alone that he brings to the table will make him a valuable piece on this defense. He is a speedy guy. He can be a perfect situational pass rusher at linebacker, and he's still solid against the run. Sometimes he can over pursue on his angles, but overall, I like what he brings in the run game. Has good instincts, is a good tackler, and he's a hard-hitting linebacker. And I just like the intimidation factor that he could potentially bring to this Raiders defense when it comes to setting the tone when needed. I think we could also use him as a solid quarterback spy type of player when needed. Now, one thing about him though is as of late, he has had some injury history, but this is why, you know, it's good to give him a one-year prove-it deal. And likely at this point, he will likely just be like a two-down linebacker. And depending on what we do in the draft when it comes to addressing the linebacker position, maybe if we get a linebacker early in the draft, maybe he could be more of a rotational piece, situational type of guy. But whatever the case may be, just the athleticism he brings along to this defense, I like the move. It's a cheap signing. He's still young. And I do like the upside he could potentially bring to this defense, especially if this defensive line can reach its potential. Just imagine this defense if we got Max Crosby. We know what he can bring to the table. If Malcolm Koonce can be anywhere close to that 2023 regular season form that he had towards the end of that season, Christian Wilkins, if he can dominate in the interior of the defense. You also have a physically gifted defensive lineman in Tyree Wilson that could be good depth and help get after the quarterback. And then you add in a potential blitzing, hard-hitting linebacker like Devin White that's super fast. That could be a scary combination for this defense. Now, honestly, back in 2019 when we had all those first-round picks, I think we were 3rd or 4th overall, where we selected Clelin Ferrell. I personally wanted a linebacker like Devin White, so it only took us about like 6 years, but he is finally in the silver and black. And overall, Raider Nation, I do like what Devin White brings to the table. Linebacker was still a position of need. You're starting to see a theme too with the emergence of Pete Carroll. We have been targeting athletically gifted defensive players that can hit hard, and that is exactly what Devin White brings to the table. Still has the speed, can get after it, setting the tone. A good tackler, and for a one-year prove-it deal, you can't really go wrong with it in my opinion. But Raider Nation, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below of the signing of linebacker Devin White to the Raiders. Let me know what you guys thought of his film in the comment section down below. But with that being said, Raider Nation, that is all for you guys in today's video. Anybody that is new to the channel, you guys love Raider related content just like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That being said, I will see you guys in the next one.